today I'm checking out 9 of the most realistic recreations ever built in Theme Park Tycoon 2. So sit back, relax, and let's get started with this incredible Nemesis Reborn recreation. So let's get straight into this right here, and I do actually just want to go up to the entrance of Forbidden Valley right here. If you don't know, this is a real-life roller coaster located at Alton Towers in Staffordshire, England. It is absolutely incredible, one of the best coasters in the UK. And yeah, as you can see right here, Jack Gallagher has recreated the Nemesis Containment Zone entrance sign right here. And he's even got these little missing posters with Percy here, who's been missing and is been eaten by the Nemesis creature. That's rather unfortunate. And although, of course, it's a bit of a shame that we don't actually have the helicopter up here on Nemesis Sub-Tower, we do have these really nice bits of rock work here. And coming into this area right here with just this turnaround, this helix right here, it looks absolutely incredible. He's done a really good job recreating the lovely playground fencing here, which for some reason they decided to put on this coaster. I don't know why they did this. But yeah, even on the pass right here, you can see we've even got like some grates right here to like walk through, all that sort of stuff. Very nice little details. And you're going to notice a lot of those tiny little details right here on this ride. Like genuinely, guys, I think this might be the best recreation I've seen in Theme Park Tycoon 2 to this day. Like, look at this. We've even got the little danger of death ride area, keep out signs right here. Very nice touch. And here is the actual entrance to the queue line. But before we do go into this queue line and actually jump on the coaster, I do just want to explore this area a little bit. Because Nemesis has got one of the coolest ride areas of any coaster I've ever seen. And I mean, just look at this. We can actually see it's just going round now. Up there it is, going over the station. And you could just walk all the way through here. And I mean, look at this, guys. Oh my god, this Nemesis eye right here. Ah, it's so good. What the hell? In real life, this eye does actually move right here, which is really, really cool. But unfortunately, obviously, that's not very possible in Theme Park Tycoon 2. But this station right here is done an insane job of recreating. Like, holy moly. Just the detail on these arms right here, like the kind of fleshy parts of it, look incredible. And he's even holding the track right there. Look, the Nemesis monster's doing some crazy stuff. But as we actually walk up to the entrance right, you can see we've got these bins which, I mean, look incredible. I can't emphasize enough how realistic this looks. I'm someone who goes to Alton Towers a lot, and just like these benches, just even this smoking area sign right here, this is so realistic to the actual park. It's crazy just how he's recreated all those tiny, tiny little details. Like even this gate right here, and of course the monorail, which actually runs along the top of Nemesis right here. But anyway, enough yapping about the area right here. We've got this incredible entrance. Love this right here. Even got the little security camera on there. That's a nice touch. And yeah, these cue ball right here, it looks like he's actually recreated this from scratch because there's not actually, you know, any easy way to get this. I will say though, I've never noticed this, but it does say the world's most intense ride experience, which I thought they got rid of that tagline because I mean, it's just not true. Like, this is just not the most intense ride experience in the world. But whatever, let's go in right here. We're actually going to go through the main entrance, but we are going to ride this again at nighttime, so stick around to see that because this ride looks incredible in the dark. And I mean, we are above 1.4 meters, just about, so we can fit in right here. Let's go through the queue, and unfortunately, he hasn't actually recreated the full queue line because to be fair, I'm pretty sure this park will be quite close to the MB limit right here, and it is quite a big queue line to recreate, but it's nice to see he's still recreated like this gun right here, which in real life looks absolutely horrific. I mean, it looks better here than it does actually in real life. We have this lovely viewing platform right here, which you can actually see the first corkscrew, which is really cool. You can even see Galactica there in the back, which he is also built part of. I don't know if the entire ride's there, but even Toxicator as well, just going up over there. And I see it going up there, guys. It's coming up the lift hill. Dun, dun, dun. Here it comes past the cameras right here and through this corkscrew. Look at that. What a great first element on this coaster. But anyway, let's carry on as we go around the chain lift right here. We actually go under it like this. Very nice. And then I wonder, yes, he has actually recreated the pre-show. But what is a bit sad to see is he hasn't really recreated the inside of it. There's no actual pre-show because there is a video right here where there's a guy speaking, all that sort of stuff. But that's understandable. You know, doing screens in Theme Park Tycoon 2, very difficult. But nevertheless, very cool. Love this right here. I like that he's added it even though it's not actually, you know, kind of operational, I guess. But anyway, let's carry on walking around right here. We've even got this lovely poster right here. Very nice. And another great view of the coaster in real life right here. I will say it's a little bit overgrown right here. Someone needs to get around, you know, with the clippers here. But, you know, that is realistic to Merlin, you know. If it's not overgrown, then it's not Merlin, is it? But look at this. He's even added a telescope here. That is such a nice touch because this does have a telescope right here where you can actually see the ride. And I mean, look at it. Just going over that corkscrew. Oh, and then here it comes. Whee! Oh, my God, guys. I cannot wait to get on. So let's carry on running through right here. Even got the maintenance bay right here, which we will check out a little bit later. But yeah, we got the merge point right here. Even got a member of the Phalanx looking joyous as always. And let's just carry on walking here. We've got the secure or loose articles, and then we actually do go into the station. Again, an incredible view right here. But if I stop for every incredible view at Nemesis, we'll be here forever. And here we are in this station. This looks incredible. Again, got some nice signage right here. Got just eagerly excited phalanx member. But anyway, oh my god, look at that. Even the gates open and close. Oh, that is such a nice touch. And we've got these lovely bits of air gates right here. All the details as well. In real life, these are kind of like see-through curtains, which is obviously kind of hard to do in Theme Park Tycoon 2. But he has even added the numbers, as you can see right there, for each row going through the veins, which is just a really cool touch. Yeah, he's done a really good job at recreating this station. It looks absolutely incredible. And we can see even here as well. He's even added the buttons, the signage, the electric panels, even the operator cabin right here. You can see the man himself, Jack Geller, which, by the way, all of his links are down below, so go check him out, go support him. But let's actually just have a quick look right here. As you can see, even all of this is recreated. We even got this signage right here, all of these different panels. We've got the bin, we've got even a fire extinguisher. What the hell? Oh, and the Kosii is actually going. And something that I did just want to show right here, I don't know if we'll see it actually pop back up, is this flooring actually does lift up and down. Let's see. Is the floor actually going to lift up right here? Because if so, that is such a cool touch. Yeah, look at that, man. That is so cool. That is so cool. I don't think I've ever actually seen anyone do that. But anyway, let's just go back into the operator cabin right here. You can see he's even got the CCTV. What the hell? And even the operator panel. I mean, have you seen many Kosiis in this game with this level of detail? Like, it's even got the layout. Whatever's going on. Get me out of this top cabin. My brain's hurting. Oh my god, there's even more CCTV up there. Oh my god, I do need to leave. But anyway, guys, without further ado, the coaster is here, and I reckon we jump on, because I am really excited to check this out. Let's give it a ride. And there we go. Honestly, what a ride right here. Genuinely, yeah, I'm speechless. It's so good. Also, I hope you enjoyed that without me yapping over it. If you do prefer that, please let me know down in the comments, because I've seen some people saying they prefer for me not to be talking over it, and just to let you guys check out the ride right here. So let me know if you like that in the comments. But anyway, that's besides the point right here, because we have to talk about what the hell I just witnessed, because holy moly, this thing is incredible. And we're gonna go check out a little bit more of that just outside the coaster in just a second, before we do check out this coaster at night, which is gonna be incredible, I'm sure. But anyway, as we go up here, you can see we've got the Nemesis surveillance building, which is basically just the ride photo building. As you can see, we've actually got real ride photos. But yeah, it's a really nice touch that he's even recreated this room, even with all the posters, all of the cables, the chains, just everything in here. And also a pole dancing guy. Okay, let's leave this place. And over here, I mean, look at this. We've actually got Toxicator, which isn't completely finished, as you can see right here. He's even got the sewage coming out of it. Oh my god. Peak picture, guys. Peak picture. This is a 10 out of 10. Yeah, it's actually really nice to see he's included Toxicator right here. Even if this area isn't finished with Bunker 94 and stuff like that, it's still really nice to have this in the background. And as I pointed out before, we've even got Galactica, or at least a bit of Galactica built right here, just basically as a backdrop, because obviously that, you know, final corner goes under the lift hill. And once again, this is nowhere near finished. We're missing a whole building right here, a bunch of stuff, but that is not really necessary for this. But it just acts as a perfect backdrop for this coaster, which, yeah, it's really important. And honestly, guys, one of my favorite parts of this ride here, we've got a Kosii's Cookies. That's right, we've got a Kosii's Cookies. Oh my god. I didn't even know about this until today. But holy moly, look at this, guys. We got a Kosii. It's Chippy. It's bloody Chippy. Oh, I love that he's made all custom signage for this ride here. That's so cool. And look at this. We've got all the Chippy around here. Oh, I love to see it. And then as we come around here, this is actually the exact same. This exists in real life, not as a Kosii's Cookies, obviously, but as a Costa Coffee. And this is even realistic in here. This is even a really good recreation of this, except from kind of like, you know, the colors and obviously the Kosii's Cookies of it all. But yeah, no, this is really cool that he's actually got a Kosii's Cookies in here. I absolutely love it. What a great reference right here. You love to see it. You Love to see it. Even got the chairs outside, all this sort of stuff right here. And even this bus, which you don't really notice on the road because you're going so fast. But yeah, there's this whole bus right here, which, I mean, guys, just appreciate the amount of effort that's gone into it. Guys, look at this. Even the doors open, like the decals on the side here to add like dirt and grunge onto it. Oh my god, this is actually groundbreaking, mind exploding. What does that even mean? I genuinely I've just forgotten how to speak English. That's what's happened here, guys. That is what's happened. And even all these little paths just around the pit right here. Obviously, we've only walked down one of them, but you could even walk all the way around here and see the coaster from all these really cool positions. Like, just look at this view right here of it going through. It's such a cool coaster, honestly. Nemesis has to be one of my favorite coasters, and I'm guessing by the looks of this, you guys are also thinking the same thing, right? Like, look at it. It's about to come through here in a minute, and it's just, oh, there's so many cool views of it. Oh my god. And it's so cool actually seeing this recreated Theme Park Tycoon 2 in so much detail. Like, this is honestly feels like real life. But one last thing before we do check this out at night, I do just want to point out the actual track right here, because all of this is custom veins. Obviously, this isn't a type of track that you can just have in Theme Park Tycoon 2. I cannot even begin to imagine how much effort was put into adding all of these veins all the way around the track like this. Like, that is dedication. It looks incredible, though. It looks incredible. And all these supports here as well. Like, look at these, you know, connectors between the supports, the actual footers right here with the bolts. Just so much detail has been put into this. So much effort. You actually love to see it. And here it comes around once again. But yeah, that's enough yapping about waterfalls and supports and tracks and whatever else. We're gonna run up here, guys. I'm gonna set everything to night right here, and let's check this thing out right here. Let's turn around, and here we are. Oh my god, look at this. Oh my god, guys, this looks incredible. Obviously, the lighting in Theme Park Tycoon 2 isn't the best, so it's not going to look as good as it does in real life, which looked absolutely insane, by the way, but this still looks incredible. To say this is done with Theme Park Tycoon 2 lighting, yeah, this looks pretty good, hey, guys? Let's actually run through into the fast track entrance right here. We've even got this little sign right here, which is in real life once again. We can walk past the waterfall. I think the coaster's actually about to come, so we might as well just wait a second, because then we get to see it come right over us right here. Oh my god, look at that, guys. That's insane. But as we just walk around here, we can also actually go straight in front of the loop right here. And I think it's actually about to come through that loop, isn't it? Here we go. This is just such a cool angle. And again, the lighting at night, this just makes it look so much more dramatic and incredible looking. But there it goes. And off we go up over here through the fast pass queue. And once again, we're at the merge point right here. Let's just jump over. Yeah, excuse me, mate. And let's run back into the station where, oh, it looks even better at nighttime because you don't have any of that light bleeding. And this looks so atmospheric. Holy moly. And he's even got the actual dispatch lighting right here where it blinks on and off. That is so cool. Love to see it. And yeah, I can't emphasize how cool it is that this floor actually goes up right here and down, and that these gates actually open. Like, that is an insane touch. That is so cool to see. Like, look at this, guys. That is such a nice touch. But anyway, less yapping. I'm gonna let you enjoy this lovely POV at nighttime. And there we go. Holy moly. Even better at night, I'd say. That looked absolutely incredible. I mean, let's just get into free cam right here, because I also just want to show off some stuff like this helicopter right here. It looks insane. And I mean, there is so many details right here. I mean, you can see even right here, like the actual fact that this wall isn't complete. You might think that's a mistake. No, because that's how it's like in real life. Like the fact that he's gone to all this effort, even added all the water, these ladders right here. I'm not sure why there's 3 ducks here though. That's not here in real life. This is unrealistic now, guys. Like, all of these waterfalls, the chains, again, all these ladders, the lights, it's just so cool. It's so nice to see this. And, of course, the station just looks incredible at nighttime. This is just, yeah, it's incredible, guys. Personally, this has got to be my favorite recreation I've ever seen in Theme Park Tycoon 2, which, obviously, you know, Nemesis, it has a special place in my heart. Because, I mean, obviously, how could it not? Look at this coaster, guys. I'm sure you can understand why. But it is also just incredible just how much detail and effort and time has been put into this. So, guys, please do go support Jack Gala down below. Go subscribe to him. Next up, onto an incredible stealth at Theme Park recreation.
This is a super accurate recreation of stealth at Theme Park built in Theme Park Tycoon 2. In real life, it's the fastest accelerating roller coaster in the world whilst reaching speeds of over 80 miles per hour. And today, we're going to be riding it and checking out this incredible recreation. Let's get straight into it.
And guys, here we are in front of this really cool stealth recreation. I'm super excited to check this one out right here, give it a ride and see all the really cool details. To me, this looks super realistic. So without further ado, let's get into it. You can see right here, we've got the iconic stealth entrance, which is just a massive tire right here coming out of the ground. And you can see right here that this is actually 0 to 80 miles per hour in only 2.3 seconds. You guys will have to let me know down below if you've actually been on this in real life. It is a really cool roller coaster. And one of the only hydraulic launch coasters in the world now. How sad. And also one of the fastest, I'm pretty sure. But anyway, here we are. Let's head through the main entrance right here. And we've got this really cool fence, which is actually super realistic to the real fence right here. A lot of detail has actually gone into making sure these fences are really good. And also just really this entire queue, to be honest. And yeah, it really has paid off right here. We've even got like bins in this queue and stuff like that. My man Starpan has not slacked at all with this queue. And I mean, he's built the whole thing as well, which means we have to run through all of it. Yay! It is the world's longest queue, isn't it? But anyway, guys, here we are at the actual station right here. As you can see, it's a nice open-air station. Not gonna lie, it's not my favorite station, especially for a British station. Have Theme Park, like, heard of rain before? But anyway, as you can see right here, we've actually got the controller booth, which has Malibu and timing. Ooh, why have you got these guys in here? Ooh. But yeah, really nice operator booth right here. And of course, we've got all the air gates. I would love to be able to make air gates like this actually move with the train when it comes into the station. That would be really cool. It's a shame that isn't a feature, but I guess it is what it is. And something I also really love is in this storage area right here. You can see there's a little beanie and just some shoes right here. Those small details, I've got to say, I absolutely love. But anyway, let's wait for this train to come from the offload platform right here. And here it comes. Well, I guess let's get straight onto this right here. Okay, I am very excited right here. You'll see hopefully in a second. There it is. There it is. Oh, and go. And then we've got this absolutely insanely fast launch. I mean, look at how fast this is. Over this gigantic top hat right here. An absolutely massive one. And then other than that, it's nothing too exciting, of course. You just go down right there, over into these brakes right here. And then, of course, you've got the transfer track and maintenance shed here. It is a very simple coaster, but in real life, it is so amazing. The absolutely insane speed that you launch through that launch. It's just insane. And it is so tall as well. And here we are, of course. We've got the offload platform here. Nothing too exciting, of course. Yeah, as you exit through here, you can see he's even got the disabled lift. He's even done that. That attention to detail, yeah, that's pretty good. And here you can see he's even recreated some ride photos with some Roblox characters. I'm not on there, though, so 1 out of 10 build. Terrible. I hate it. Why would you do this? I've got to say, the counter may be a little bit tall. Seeing as, you know, I feel like a little
kid be like, hello, I'd like my photo, please.
But yeah, really nice right here. We've even got like this maintenance path, which leads us over here so we can actually check out the maintenance bay and the transfer track and all that sort of stuff. Because he has actually kind of built it right here. Unfortunately, there's not really much in here, but I'm not gonna lie, I don't think there are even photos of inside of there. So I mean, yeah, that's actually kind of fair enough, isn't it, guys? But yeah, you can actually see the transfer track as well right here and all the detail that he's put into all that. It looks really nice. I mean, look, we've even got the ladder right here and all this stuff, another ladder and all this kind of maintenance area. Yeah, it all looks really cool, actually. And other than that as well, he's obviously just detailed this entire area really nicely. Some nice custom picnic benches right here, even with some food and drink on it. And I mean, you can just see here, this just looks absolutely epic. He's even got the cable running all the way up the top hat right here. And these custom supports as well are really nice. You see all the way up at the top right here. We've got a tiny little baby catwalk. Oh, look at that. Oh, how cute, guys. And over here, you can see we've even got these vending machines, a nice sort of fuel pump, I think this is in real life. Because obviously this ride is kind of themed to like racing, I'm pretty sure, and that sort of stuff. I don't know, it's foot park, guys. It's not really themed to anything, is it? And as well as stealth right here, obviously this wouldn't be complete without, I think this is Storm Surge right here. You guys will have to correct me in the comments if I'm wrong with that, because I'm not like a foot park fan. I don't know, guys. But of course, it's really nice that he's also kind of added that in there because, well, it goes over the ride. It just makes sense, doesn't it? And yeah, he's even started Angry Birds Land, which isn't actually Angry Birds Land anymore. They got rid of the IP, so it's, yeah. And even around here, I'm not exactly sure what this is because I can't remember off the top of my head, but if I remember right, this is coming down to where Flying Fish is. People are going to be crying and pissing if I've got that wrong, aren't they? Hell no. But yeah, just all these details right here. We've also got these vending machines right here and even some drainage. I mean, like that's just some really nice detail. It's unfortunate that there's not been more done on this park, of course, because it'd be really cool to have even more of Theme Park recreated. But before we do end off right here, though, guys, I do want to show you one last thing, and that's the fact that this park actually has some really cool nighttime lighting. As you can see, this is actually really well lit up, and also this top hat looks super cool. Of course, it is really unfortunate that the lighting doesn't go all the way up right here. Well, it does go all the way up, but of course you can't see it. But yeah, this does look really, really cool nevertheless, even though we can't see all the way to the top, unfortunately. And if you do want to check out this POV, guys, at nighttime, morning, and daytime as well, make sure to become a member. Click that join button down below. You get a bunch of extra perks. But yeah, this does look really, really cool. Now it's back to Alton Towers to check out an amazing Spinball Whizzer recreation.
Today, we're going to be riding this extremely realistic Theme Park Tycoon 2 recreation of Spinball Whizzer at Alton Towers, complete with tons of incredible detail throughout. Not only are we going to be checking out this super accurate roller coaster, but also its area and much more. And hey, if you do go on to enjoy this video, why not hit that subscribe button and help us reach our goal of 25,000 subscribers in 2024. But without further ado, let's get straight into it.
And welcome to Spinball Whizzer. As you can see right here, this build is super, super cool. It is pretty much one of the most realistic recreations I've ever seen in Theme Park Tycoon 2. And of course, we're going to be checking it out and the POV, of course, today too. And as you can see, I'm giving it a lovely ride right now, 10 out of 10. But first, let's actually check out the area, because the entire Spinball Whizzer area has been painstakingly recreated here. And by painstakingly, I mean, look at the amount of supports on this ride. All custom supported. Other than that, Spinball Whizzer's area is, it's minimally themed. I think that's the word I'd use. But as you can see, we've got the, you know, 10 out of 10 Spinball Whizzer entrance sign right here. And as we walk into this actual area here, you can see he's even made custom bins, which is a lovely touch. And the amazing pinball decoration. This ride has a very interesting history of it being a Sonic themed ride, and it kind of changed then to a pinball ride. So the theming is very interesting, to say the least. But we have the entrance right here. Personally, though, this is a 1 out of 10 sign because he hasn't even added his numbers in. Well, what's even the point, hey? But what's crazy about this sign right here, actually, is that instead of just using a decal, he's made this out of all primitives, which obviously means that there's no writing here, but it's just yapping anyway. But he's even got all like the warning signs right here and all that sort of stuff. Really, really nice detail and really good recreation there. And of course, we've got the height board as well, which is from 1 meter to 1 meter.
I am not really a math guy, you know?
Okay, but let's actually get into the queue right here. I love this wooden fence that he's done right here. This is really, really nice. Hang on a minute. He hasn't recreated the full queue. Honestly, 1 out of 10. How dare you? How dare you? It's disgusting.
Fucking disgusting.
No, to be fair, the queue is really, really long for absolutely no reason. And he's kind of done it. He's just not finished it completely, which is kind of fair enough. The queue's nothing special, but we do have just a random duck here. I also really like these custom trees that he's made here, because this entire area of Spinball Whizzer just has some really big trees just around here. And there is a service road, which again, he hasn't included, so 1 out of 10. How dare you, 1 out of 2. Honestly, though, that's kind of just nitpicking. We are in the priority pass queue right here, so let's just jump into the normal queue. And as you can see in the station, he's done a really good job of recreating this all. He's even got the operator panel with a completely custom operation panel. And here he is, Mr. 1 out of 2 himself. Make sure to go check him out down below. I'll link all this stuff down below. And if I'm correct, he's also recreating some other rides as well. But anyway, without further ado, I reckon we jump straight onto this ride right here. As you can see as well, while we're just waiting to go, he's even got this guy right here that has an Alton Towers lanyard and all of the actual operational buttons and stuff like that. Anyway, we're going now, guys. Let's go down here past this incredible theming and up this amazing chain lift right here. In real life, the chain lift for this ride is very interesting. It kind of like goes a bit slack, which is not really possible to recreate Theme Park Tycoon 2, but just a really fun thing about it. Anyway, here we go into the first drop right here and into the first of many block breaks there. And here we go around that big overbag turn, which is absolutely amazing in real life. I really love how he's actually recreated all of the decorations for those mid-course break runs with like the staircases and stuff. And even up on those overbank turns right there, or whatever they're called, I'm not exactly sure of the proper name. He's even got the staircases as well for like maintenance, stuff like that. Anyway, around these amazing helixes here, and then straight round into here, into the brakes. And is it going to do the very, very classic thing? Is it going to smash your head into the fucking side? It doesn't look like it. 1 out of 10. And here, of course, you normally hear, woohoo, what a ride. Although, unfortunately, you can't add those into Theme Park Tycoon 2, although, you know, of course, it would be amazing if we could. It just doesn't have the true essence of Spinball Whizzer without having some high-pitched man screaming at you as you finish the ride. Anyway, though, really, really cool recreation. He's even got the actual transfer track, as you can see right here, and the full mechanism for it, as well as this kind of maintenance path and all that sort of stuff. Unfortunately, I don't think the inside of this maintenance bay is actually done, although I don't know. Huh? Okay, we'll leave that alone. I'm going to run away very quickly. As well as that, we also have this random container, which I've never really understood. I don't get why it's like this in Spinball Whizzer. But you know what? It's a Merlin coaster from like the 90s or 2000s. My editor will put up on the screen when it opened. There you go. That's when it opened. And then originally, this was actually a ride themed to Sonic as well. And then basically Sega went, this is a terrible ride. Why are we still sponsoring this? Anyway, enough of the history though. I do want to take a look at some of the smaller details here as well, such as these security cameras, which are really nicely detailed. I mean, look at this. He's even done the cables running up to them. And then as we go up the catwalk right here, this has also got some really nice details. And even these amazing floodlights. Wow, look at that. 10 out of 10. And yeah, even up here as well, the sort of maintenance catwalks and all that sort of stuff. Security cameras, whatever the fuck these are. And yeah, even on these overbank turns or whatever these are called, you've even got the ladder. So yeah, you can tell he's really put the effort in to make this really realistic. Anyway, let's come down the exit path right here, because I also want to see. He's even made some custom photos for this photo booth here. Unfortunately, I'm not on there. 1 out of 10. Terrible build. I need to stop rating this recreation before I've even finished looking at it, because I keep on going from 10 out of 10 to 1 out of 10. And yeah, again, just the detail on here with these screens and the actual checkout counters. Yeah, it's really nice. And then we've got a giant chicken. What? What? I don't think I've actually ever seen this food booth or whatever it actually is in real life ever open. I'm sure it used to be open when this ride wasn't, you know, like 20 years old. Fortunately, though, it is here, and it's really, really cool. He's even got the menus that change right here with a bunch of information, including mayo sandwich and pot noodles? And then just onions. And I've also just noticed that every single thing in the meal deal is 69p. Hang on, I've got an even better question. Why are they selling meal deals in a... I'm so confused. Okay, we'll just leave that alone. And there's also just another random duck here. I'm very confused, guys. Anyway, though, that's pretty much everything in the actual Spinball Whizzer area. But he has also kind of partly recreated a lot of the rest of the park here, including this little food hut on wheels right here. He's also got this stage with a bunch of picnic benches, and I did used to be here, and there's somehow just ended up with a hippopotamus here and a chicken. I'm not sure how that's happened, really. But yeah, of course, this is actually really nice. You've even got just some random guy in no face. Get the badge in, puffer on. Get up, chap, with a pint of beer. England, England. Anyway, as well as that, he has, you know, recreated the 10 out of 10 roller coaster. Oh my god, it's the Octonauts roller coaster. It's unfortunately not finished right here, and for some reason, this whale or whatever the train's supposed to be is multicolored. I don't know what's happened there. But yes, we've got the 10 out of 10 roller coaster, Octonaut. Practically the best roller coaster in England. Fight me. I guess we might as well give this a quick ride, even though it's not finished. I mean, we haven't got the random whale that just squirts water at you. That's not there, so that's sad. Whatever shall I do? Whatever shall I do? I also love the fact that if you're not from the UK, you probably have no idea what the Octonauts roller coaster is, and you have no idea why this is just such a funny joke for UK people. It's just as you can see, the best roller coaster ever built in the world. Anyway, yes, 10 out of 10, just incredible, love it, amazing. But unfortunately, that is pretty much everything right here for this recreation. And next, we're off to Paulton's Park to check out a super accurate Storm Chaser recreation. Today, I'm checking out possibly the best recreation ever built in Theme Park Tycoon 2. This is a complete recreation of Tornado Springs at Paulton's Park in the UK, featuring an epic spinning coaster, tons of amazing decoration, and a unique ride never built before in Theme Park Tycoon 2. We're going to be checking out all that and more in today's video, but first, if you're going to enjoy this video, why not leave a like? If we get to 1,000 likes, I'll make sure to do a showcase on their awesome Walking Dead indoor coaster in Theme Park Tycoon 2. Anyway, let's get right into the video. And here we are, guys, in Tornado Springs. Now, you may think we're actually in the real thing because this is just such a good recreation. But of course, we aren't. This is the recreation built completely in Theme Park Tycoon 2. And as I'm sure I just said, we're going to be riding all the roller coasters, and it's going to be pretty insane, trust me. We have 2 amazing roller coasters, as well as a ride that has never been built before in Theme Park Tycoon 2, and so much more to explore. So without further ado, let's just start exploring this park. Because believe me when I say there is plenty to look at in this park. Starting off with this roller coaster that we can actually see just going around the park right here. Now, we're going to be leaving that to the very end because I'm really annoying like that. But you can see this is a pretty insane roller coaster, and is completely custom supported too. I love the custom supports. They look absolutely amazing, and just the amount of detail in all these bushes and shrubs and stuff like that. Wow. And you know, I have to give a shout out to Harry on these fences because they just look amazing. Oh, and look, the train's just going by. Oh, that's amazing. Now, we're going to come back to all of this right here because there's so much to look at with all these restaurants and stuff, because I want to get on our first roller coaster. Now, if you don't know this park in real life, it's basically a small area in a British theme park, and it's got 2 roller coasters, Farmyard Flyer and what's the other one called again? Oh, this is a bit embarrassing, isn't it? I can't remember it. Hang on a minute. What's it called? Oh, Storm Chaser. I knew that all along, guys. Yeah, it's got Storm Chaser and Farmyard Flyer. Yeah. Guys, I promise I'm a theme park enthusiast, okay? Anyway, we've got this really epic entrance right here with this really cool, like, plane that's basically crashed into the ground. You can't park that there, mate. It's a bit of a problem. Even got the waiting time right here, which is only 5 minutes. So, you know, I reckon we take advantage of it and get on right here. This queue is just so detailed. I mean, just look at everything right here. He's even got all, like, the posters and decals on right here. Just so much unnecessary effort, honestly. It's amazing. And here we are in the station, and, you know, it's unsurprising, but there's so much detail in here too. I think he's even got working air gates, as we might see in a minute. Let's see, is it going to work here? And no. Well, we'll take a look at that after we've ridden the ride right here, okay? But I think it's time we jump on our first roller coaster of the video. So without further ado, let's get on Farmyard Flyer. There we go, a pretty amazing ride. I mean, I must say, I really do love it. It, of course, does 2 laps, although I'm only going to show you 1 because there's not really much point in doing it twice, is there? But we should be able to see in just a second right here, these air gates actually opening. Here we go, here we go. Ooh, ooh. And... oh, well, I'm pretty sure they do open, but I think it's just because Jake's left it on testing, okay? Just, you know, ignore that. There's even a button with a light. That's amazing, that is. Anyway, as amazing as this ride is right here, let's move on to something else. Okay, wait, no, okay, sorry. Just hold on a second. I just want to point out the amount of detail we got here. Like, look at this plane right here, and we've got, like, this combine harvester, I think this is. I don't know, who do I look like? Jeremy Clarkson? No, because I'm 18, not 70, so, you know. He's even got an on-ride photo camera thingy dingy right here, which I think if we come through here... oh, Jake, what is this? This is no on-ride photos. You... look, okay, we'll forgive him. It's fine. It's fine. Guys, it's fine. Okay, no, but seriously, that is a really cool ride. And speaking of really cool rides, look at this one right here, Cyclinator. You know, it's one of those rides that spins around while spinning around while also spinning around. You know, my favorite type of ride. You must think I'm just going insane from that description, honestly, but, you know. Of course, this has got a really cool queue and some really nice shrubs and stuff, but, you know, we've got a lot to look at, so let's move on. Wow. Building. This is a great building. And this playground as well. Okay, this is a seriously cool playground. You don't see many of them in the game, but this one's really well done. He's even got this little side right here. Just the amount of effort that's gone into getting all of these decals actually, you know, in the game and made is just, it's insane. And speaking of, I feel like we must talk about the elephant in the room. Look at these wires right here. Holy moly. If you don't know, I'm quite good friends with Jake, so I've actually been following the progress of this since it started, and I can tell you for certain he's complained about these wires a lot because they took forever. And I mean, you can tell they took forever. Look at the amount of detail and just work that's been put into these. How he didn't hit the item limit, I'm not sure. Well, guess we're waiting for the train then. Hold on, guys, hold on. But as we run over here, we do actually actually have the entrance to Storm Chaser, though, hold on, guys, end of the video. And don't you skip to the end of the video. I see you doing it. Come on, man. But over here, we have something that is unseen in Theme Park Tycoon 2 and has literally never been done before, as far as I'm aware. At least as good as this has been done. So this is Buffalo Falls, which, as you can tell, is like a water slide sort of ride, except from you sit in like mats. I don't know, really. It's like a water slide, except from you don't, you know, go down in your swimsuit. That's a good way to describe it. Yeah, sure. But what's really unique and really cool about this ride is that it's actually manually operated and it's completely random. So if Jake sends this off right here, you'll see that me and Harry might, you know, one of us might win, one of us might not. So as you can see, I think I'm gonna win right here because, you know, Harry's a slowpoke and an absolute loser right here. And yeah, look at that. We've won. Just easy. But if we both get in the exact same trains again, you'll see that it's actually a little bit different and I probably won't win again. If I do win again, then, you know, it's a little rigged, isn't it? You know? And here we go again. We're going once again to see who's gonna win. And look at that. He's already in front of us. It's just amazing how this is randomized. It's so well made. And look at that. Harry has actually won us this time. So, you know, 1 out of 10. Terrible park. But it's a really cool mechanism. And I can't show you how it works. But, you know, maybe Jake will be able to tell you if you ask him very kindly. Which, speaking of, if you aren't already on Adventure Group Development's Discord server, go join it. The link will be down in the description. If I remember, I'll put it up there at the top right. Anyway, yeah, this is just absolutely amazing. I just love it to bits. He can also turn the water on and off. Let's see if he'll do that for us. Here we go, guys. Here we go. He should be doing it hopefully soon. I've told him to turn it off. Oh, there we go. Look, this one's just now off, which is just so cool. He even has an indicator on his little panel right here to show which one wins. It's just such a innovative and crazy thing, honestly. One of the most unique and interesting and honestly just smart things I've seen in the game. And of course, it just looks absolutely stunning as well. Just the amount of like woodwork that's on this building right here is astonishing. And we've also got another ride right here. We've got like these little drop towers called windmill towers. You know, let's just go on these, I suppose. They aren't exactly the most exciting thing ever, but you know, let's go. We'll actually get quite a nice view of the park from here. So, yes. Oh, look, there's Storm Chaser leaving. And down we go. There we go. Incredible stuff. 10 out of 10. And while we're at the back of the park right here, we also have trekking tractors, which is another working ride. So this is basically, you know, your standard tractor ride that you see a lot in the UK. This might only be a UK thing, so US viewers, comment down below. Do you actually have these sort of things in the US? Because I know, like, you know, farming's more of like a British and, you know, or UK sort of thingy, especially like this sort of thingy. Only the UK can take pride in farming. Anyway, let's just give a little bit of a ride right here. Obviously, I'm going to cut a lot of this out because it's quite slow, but I just want to point out just the amount of detail that's in here once again. He's got all of these seats right here, which honestly, best part of the park, guys. Look at these seats. Oh my god. They've got custom umbrellas and he's got all these nice fences right here, all these custom bushes and scenery. He's even got a little guy from TP Tips right there. And I know he'll hate me for saying that because it's supposed to be like a, I don't know what it's actually supposed to be, but it just looks like the mascot of TP Tips, doesn't it, guys? You know, it just does. I'm sorry, Jake. It just does. Anyway, yeah, this is a really cool ride. There's just loads of little details here and there, just all over the place. And of course, we haven't really spoken about this, but how well this is recreated is insane. It is probably one of, if not the best recreation, the most accurate recreation ever built in this game. Look, we've even got a little waving guy right here. All the PG Tips mascots are coming to join us. But yeah, it's honestly insane. The level of recreation here is just next level. Anyway, that's enough for trekking tractors. I think you get the point here, guys. Unfortunately, I'm not the target audience, which is, you know, 2-year-olds. So yeah, I should also point out though, it does actually have like a little ride photos area and actually the hay barn right here, as well as these custom lockers. There's just so many little details all over the place. It's actually just insane. Look, we've even got this little tornado treat store right here and another playground. Oh, we love the playgrounds. Yes. Crikey, I really want to go on this spinning coaster right here, but we're going to go and look at one more thing before we do. Don't worry, guys. We're going to be getting there very, very soon. One thing I just want to look at quickly before that is the actual Owls Auto Academy driving school right here. Again, a very common thing in UK parks, especially more like lower budget family-owned parks. But this one is just absolutely stunning. I just love every single bit of it. It just looks amazing, especially these fences right here. I don't know what it is about these fences, but they just look absolutely amazing. And everyone who's seen them, like Timon, me, everyone just loves these fences. They're just amazing looking. And I love how you get the view around here. I don't know who designed this area studio originally in Portland's Park, but it's just masterful work. I love this area. Like, just the way it wraps around this tree, it's really well made, if you ask me. And it's so well recreated. We even got, like, these little cars around here, which are they're just so cute. Look at them. And, of course, we've got a little custom shopping right here with even some working screens that actually change every so often. There you go. Look, we got the little PG tips guy. Oh, and it's gone again. Well, never mind. Oh, I love this, though. Look at this little car with all the stuff in it. Both just a creative idea and just really cool looking in game. Anyway, that's all for Al's shop and service right here. So what we're now going to do is we're going to go on, of course, the big one, Storm Chaser, which is, of course, just the biggest ride in the entire park, basically. And I mean, just look at this ride right here. This just looks absolutely insane. I cannot wait. So let's jump in the queue. Again, only a 5-minute wait. God, we're getting lucky today, guys. I mean, it is literally just me, Jake, and Harry in the game. So it does actually explain it, yeah. So into the queue we go right here. And as always, just the amount of wood and stuff just all over here, amazing. He's even got some little flickering lights and stuff. Oh, it just looks absolutely incredible. Anyway, here we are basically in the station right now, and this, you can actually see the working air gates. In fact, when I say working, I think they're broken because they're actually stuck open at the moment, but yeah, you know. He even has some working bag storages right here, which do flip open and actually, you know, swap over, but again, because this is just on testing mode, we can't really look at them right now. If you want to see all this in game, go and join Adventure Group Development server. As I've already said, they're really great people. They have their own server, and you'll actually be able to come check this out in the game, which of course is much better than on a YouTube video, isn't it? But without further ado, guys, let's just get straight onto this ride and check it out. Okay, guys, what do you think? I just absolutely love that. That was absolutely amazing. One of the best spinning coasters ever built in the game, I may say. Just look at the amount of detail in this entire layout right here. There's just so much to look at. All the rock work, all the bushes, all the actually amazing supports. And of course, the coaster's just really smooth and well made as well. Oh, and look at that as well. Your mum's in the roof too. Ah! Laugh, guys, laugh. It was funny, guys. It was fun. Okay, anyways, let's just walk out right here and just take a look at this as well, just from the outside, because it is just such a majestic coaster. I love this section right here where you actually go over the road or, well, path or whatever right here. And speaking of, that's right next to the restaurant right here, which I absolutely love, and you'll see why. Look what they sell in here, guys. Kosii's cookies, woo! And as you can see, they sell the amazing Kosii's cookies right here. The best cookies in all the land. Okay, okay, anyway, back to the build here. They have these really cool little ordering screens right here. Just the card machines, it's just really well made, honestly. And of course, for out here, there's just tons of little details, loads and loads of posters, and just things absolutely everywhere. There's even more seating in here, and just these seats, the amount of seats there is, and just the amount of detail there is on them as well. It's honestly baffling to me. I don't know how they do it. But that's basically everything right here, except from the little train station that we've obviously got in the front, but that's nothing too special. This is a really just quite amazing park though, and it really just kind of holds a special place in my heart because it's just next level, and you know, it's British and I love that. So honestly, just really well done to Adventure Group Developments, and thank you so much to Jake for actually letting me showcase this right here. But guys, I say it's time to actually work out where did this park go on the park leaderboard. It's been a while since I've done one of these showcases, so honestly, it's kind of hard to decide this, but of course, it's got to go very, very high. Now, the last part we looked at was Has the MC Man's amazing Lakeside Adventure, and this sadly, well, it can't really beat that because it's just, that is just, I'm speechless. It's so good. It's just incredibly, stupidly good. But this is gonna go very high, and I think I'm gonna have to put this in, drumroll please, 4th place, just under Hagrid's magical fucking Hagrid's motorbike creature. I don't know what it's called, but just under that, and it really does deserve it because this is just a really next level build. Very, very nice. Now it's time to jump on a plane and head to America for an incredible California Screamin recreation.
You've probably heard of California Screaming at Disneyland, California. Well, these guys recreated that in Theme Park Tycoon 2. That's right, today we're going to be riding California Screaming in Theme Park Tycoon 2. Firstly though, if you haven't already, why not subscribe? It's free. Anyway, let's get right into it. Okay guys, and here we are with California Screamin in Paradise Pier, and you can see it right there going up the chain lift. We're gonna be on that very, very soon, but first, let's just take a look around this area, because there's an absolute ton of buildings and just things to look at around this area. There's actually a place to see the coaster go by right here. I don't think I'm gonna see it, but we might later. We also have the most depressing carousel, I think this is supposed to be, just ever right here. It looks very exciting. Let's get on. Yay! But as well as that, just look at all these buildings going all the way along here, although we'll take a look at them later, because first of all, I reckon we go look at the ride. So let's jump in the queue right here. There's an absolute massive queue to walk through, and by massive I mean it was literally just that, and then we just, yeah, that's literally it. And here we are in the station. This is a pretty cool station. You can see that this ride actually has like a fake sort of switch track right here, but without further ado, let's just get straight onto the ride right here, because I'm super excited to ride this. Alright, there we go. That was California Screamin. That was pretty damn cool. Let's just jump out of the exit right here and let's check out the rest of this area though. Because although that coaster was really cool, there's also a ton more for us to actually look at right here. Like, look at all these tiny little shops and little things right here. Like, he's got Midway games and everything. I just love the amount of detail that he's got in here. I don't know what these random, like, yellow buttons are, but, cool, I guess. And all the way back here, we actually have another ride to check out, which is the Maliboomer. Now, isn't that an interesting name? Where have I heard that one before? If you don't already know, Maliboomer, the actual Theme Park Tycoon 2 YouTuber, got his name from this ride, so that's pretty cool, actually. We're not going to give it a full POV, but we'll still just jump on it and give it a bit of a ride right here. Here we go, guys. We're going all the way back up to the top right here. Oh, no, we're not. I lied. I just love the three of them all together like this. It looks really, really cool. Hopefully, we're going to shoot up, oh, yes, all the way to the top right here. This gives us a really cool view of the entire park as well. Especially a really cool view of all the unfinished areas. Ion. Well, not just Ion. This
versus the idiots as a whole, but still, Iron. But no, this is really cool what they've got so far. Even if the entire area isn't finished, you know, it's still a really, really cool recreation right here. There's just so many little details and so many little cool things to look at, you know, as, for example, this floating bridge. But no, it's time to actually work out where is this going to go on the park leaderboard. I think we're going to put this in probably 10th place right here, okay? But yeah, it's a really cool coaster. I mean, yes, there's some missing details. Every so often it's a little barren in places, but still, I absolutely love this. So very well done, guys. Next up, time to check out one of my favorite recreations of all time. Today, we're riding one of, if not the best recreation ever built in Theme Park Tycoon 2. This is a recreation of Hagrid's Magical Creatures motorbike adventure at Universal Orlando, featuring a working drop track and switch track. This ride is truly game-changing and one of the best I've seen. So if you're excited and enjoy this video, a subscribe would be very much appreciated. Alright, let's get into it. Alright guys, here we are at Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure. Bloody hell, what a mouthful. But here we are at the actual entrance to the ride, and I'm super excited to jump on this. But first, let's just explore around this area over here, because this looks really cool. He's built the entire of, like, Hogwarts and the area surrounding it, as you can see right here. Like, just look at this, guys. He's made a mini recreation of Hogwarts. That is insanely cool. Although, of course, that isn't even really the main part of this ride. That's just a backdrop to it. But speaking of the ride, let's just jump straight into the queue right here. This is so insanely detailed. I mean, look at all the custom trees, the fences, just every part of this in here is just so well detailed. You can see the actual coaster going through there. We're going to be jumping on that very, very soon, don't you worry. But let's just have a little explore around this queue, because this is really well detailed, honestly. I mean, just look at these little details like this building right here, the massive Wizard's Tower, I think this is up here. I'm sorry if I make any mistakes. I haven't watched Harry Potter, really, so please don't cancel me. But no, you can just really tell that there is so many little details and just time that's been put into this. And here we are actually entering the station kind of building over here. Now, this in fact does have a full pre-show right here, which of course I'm sure you guys would love to see. So without further ado, let's get on with the pre-show.
Are you all right, Arthur?
Yes, thank you, Hagrid. Just investigating this muggle tool. Fascinating. Works on echo trickery.
There you are. Oh, hello. I'm glad you found the place all right. I've got a very special Care of Magical Creatures class for you today. And Mr. Weasley, who many of you will remember, has kindly agreed to help with getting you around.
Wingardium Leviosa! Hagrid asked me to duplicate Sirius Black's motorbike to take you all to the edge of the forest.
Yes, and that's where I shall be showing some blast-ended screws. Before they all kill each other. That looked promising. Oh, and I've got some Cornish pixies for you to see. And if we're lucky enough to lure one in, a unicorn.
Ah. Well, I think it's time to give this idea a go. Stand back.
Shoot it! Oh, that's just marvelous, Arthur.
Not bad. I think we're ready.
Right. Arthur's been doing a bit of tinkering with the bike. Making some improvements, you might say. Let's give that purple button a try.
Careful, Hagrid. Your dragonfire is for emergencies only. No, kid!
Let's get them back to their cage. Come on.
My one!
Salamanders, they feed on flames, you know. They do. I wasn't planning to show them to you today, though.
Ow! Put me down! Don't go that!
Oh, blimey, you've done it, Arthur. That dragonfire could not have been smoother. Well, for apart from the, you know.
Yes, well, that's not quite how that's supposed to work. Everyone all right? Let's leave this to me. Aquamenti!
Oh, fine. No. We'll be there in a minute. Better try and sort out these pixies.
Righty now.
Oh, now don't you worry about this. I'll see you all down there.
Of course, none of this will happen when you're actually riding the bikes. Meet us down in the stables. Might be safer to duplicate the bikes down there, more room. Then, you can ride them. That's better.
Alright guys, there we go. Was that not insane or what? That was really well made, especially seeing as it's very hard to make pre-shows these days. Because of course we don't have audio in the game anymore, so it's really impressive. I also love this effect that is done right here by using TNT as logs. That's very nice. And just look at this corridor right here. You might actually recognize this from the RCX award show if you watch that. That's how long this has been in construction for, since December. In fact, even longer than December, of course, because at that point, a lot of the coaster was already even built. Which just shows how many hours and just how much time has been spent on this, honestly. Just look at the tiny little details that are just in this queue right here. This isn't even the ride yet. I'm honestly gobsmacked by this ride. It just keeps on surprising me. But finally, after the world's longest queue, we are now here in the station. Now, first of all, this is of course a moving station, which means the train doesn't stop, as you'll see right here. Which is really cool how he's actually got the conveyor belt right here and all the sort of systems that they would have in real life for a real moving station. And again, just the amount of details on these walls. I love how he's used the Roman pieces right here. It works just so well. Just every bit of this build is ingenious in some sort of way, you know. But anyway, guys, enough rambling. Let's actually jump on this roller coaster and give it a ride.
Don't mind the Thestrals. Dead clever and useful they are. Right, off you go. We'll meet at the edge of the Forbidden Forest. We'll have to round up the Scroots before they set fire to anything else. They just don't know what they're doing. Oh, no, there's no need for that. Well, I think that's enough for today. You should probably head back. We'll pick this up later. The bikes will take it. Arthur warned me about those bikes, but I didn't think they'd take Ollie into the Forbidden Forest. Just hang on! Oh, and don't mind Fluffy. His barks are worse than his bites. No, don't panic. I'll just, Oh, no. Looks like you've lost power. I've got you. Don't worry. Reparo. Sorry, I never was great shakes at magic. Oh, crikey, you're tangled in Devil's Snare. Repeat, Lumos Solem, after me. Lumos Solem. Woo, that was close. Now we just need to... Oh, you found my missing Scroots. Best be getting you out of here before you get blasted. Now, hit those purple buttons. Hold on. Dragonfire's got a kick.
Alright guys, was that insane or what? That is genuinely the best recreation I've ever seen in the game. I don't know if you guys know of a better one, but this one is definitely my favorite. So let me know what you think down below in the comments, guys. Comment down below what you think of this. Because honestly, I am so impressed. This is insanely good. And of course, there's some really good recreations out there, but it's just the fact that this is a really hard recreation to do as well, you know? So yeah, honestly, this is absolutely amazing. I've not seen something so crazy like this in Theme Park Tycoon 2 in so long. But guys, the question is now, the very, very important question is, where does this actually go on the leaderboard? Now, this one's very difficult because I'm kind of between two different places right here. Although I think I'm going to do it, guys. I'm going to go 4th place on this park. Yes, 4th place. This was absolutely amazing. Well done, Merlin. Congrats on 4th place. That is a super good score with the amount of things that are on the leaderboard now. Incredibly cool. Now let's check out an insane recreation of Copperhead Strike. Today we're going to be taking a look at this recreation of Copperhead Strike in Theme Park Tycoon 2 built by Matt Matrix. This ride opened just a couple of years ago in America with 2 amazing launches on it. So today we're going to be exploring around and giving it a ride. But before we do, if you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing. It's free and you'll not have to look at that ugly red button anymore. But without further ado, let's just launch straight into this. You see what I did there? Alright, I apologize for that terrible joke, but let's get into it. So here we are in Copperhead Strike. Now this is an absolutely amazing recreation done by Matt Matrix right here. Now I'm really excited for this. Now I haven't actually rode this since it's been finished, so I'm really excited to take a look. But here we are in front of this absolutely incredible sign. As you can see, there's a bunch of scenery around the place right here though, with a bunch of fences and decoration. Now I don't actually know the ride myself too well, so don't take this as gospel, but this looks like a pretty good recreation. I mean, it's an American theme park, so the fact that it's not too decorated is pretty realistic. You can see we've got some decoration around the place, and we've got this massive queue to walk through. It also actually has a fast lane, as you can see through here, which we haven't walked through. We've walked through the main queue for some stupid reason, but you know, here we are. You can see there's a couple of cattle pens that we could have gone through, but we're not going to be going through them because, well, we're not insane. But anyway, as you can see, this is actually the entrance up to our station. Now, this is actually a really cool station. I actually really like this. He's got all of the actual metal, corrugated metal, like I think you call this right here, and he's done this all individually with poles, and I know for certain this took absolutely forever. And this station's just really well detailed. It has all of the gates going along here, the operator's booth, and loads of, like, you know, sort of decals around here and stuff like that. So yeah, I reckon without further ado, seeing as the train has literally just arrived here, I reckon we give a ride on Copperhead Strike. And there you freaking go. That was absolutely amazing, wasn't it? Really smooth, actually. And some of the custom supports on here are really cool. I think I'm gonna have to say this is the best recreation Matt has ever done, honestly. I really like this. I mean, obviously, the actual real ride doesn't have too much decoration, so, you know, it's not great. But in terms of actual recreations, this is quite a good recreation. I mean, he's even got a transfer track here. I wish it had a bit more detail, because really, it's just some poles and, you know, on top of some other poles. But still, pretty cool. And at least he's actually included it right here, which is nice to see. What I also really like as well is he's got all of the paths that run like down here and around here and all that sort of stuff. That's just a nice detail to have. But yeah, let's actually run through the exit right here and all the way down. And well, there's actually a path that goes around here. I'm not sure what for, to be honest, but it's here. I'm guessing this may be like a disabled elevator or something. I bet it is, isn't it? I don't know. Someone will probably know. Comment down below if you know if this is like some sort of disabled elevator or something. But anyway, if we run along here, we've got another building here, and you can see we've got some ride photos, which are really cool. Well, I mean, I say they're really cool, but I mean, I'm not on there, so, they're not really that cool, are they?
You are technically correct. The best kind of correct.
No, I'm joking, of course. But, like, these are really, really nice. I love it when people do these in the game where they actually, you know, get the ride POVs with people on them right here, I guess. It just adds a certain amount of realism. And although it's cool to add real photos in, and some people do, I think there's just a certain, like, you know, immersion you get from actually doing them as Roblox ones. But yeah, that's pretty much everything here. Obviously, we've got, like, a couple little things like this bench here, and we've got this building right here. I'm not actually sure what this is in real life. I'm guessing this is some sort of, like, gift shop or something, but obviously not really sure. But yeah, I mean, a really, really cool park, and although there's not much else to look at, I really do like this roller coaster. I'm gonna have to say it's Matt's best recreation, of course, but it's maybe even, like, in top 10 of best recreations I've seen in the game. It is a really, really good recreation. Although I do say it's one of Matt's best recreations, even though a lot of this wasn't actually built by Matt. Well, no, Matt built like 9% of it, then, you know, but still, really, really cool build. But in terms of where this is gonna go on the leaderboard, it's kind of difficult because although this is a pretty cool recreation, at the end of the day, it is only one single ride, you know. But you can tell that a lot of work and effort has gone into this, so I don't know. I don't really think I can put it any higher than maybe 9th or 10, because we've got the Smiley recreation in 7th, and then we've got the Wickerman recreation in 8th, which I'm not sure this is quite as grand or special as those, I guess. But I think I'm gonna put this in 9th place. I feel like that's a good place to put it, you know? Which, even though that might not seem great because that is 9th place, that is still really respectful, to be honest. Because these days, it's quite hard to get onto the leaderboard with how many good builds there are on there, you know? Back to Alton Towers, we're checking out an incredible Wickerman recreation next.
Hello you, it's Josh here and welcome to another incredible showcase. Today we're going to be looking at and riding this absolutely amazing Wickerman recreation in Theme Park Tycoon 2. If you don't already know, this ride opened in 2018 at Alton Towers here in the UK near the front of the park. This recreation includes a working pre-show which has been meticulously animated as well as a massive amount of detail throughout the whole area. I'm so excited to get on this here, so without further ado, let the ceremony commence.
And here we are, guys, in Adventure Group Development's Wickerman. Now, as I've already said, this has had a huge update, so I'm really excited to actually go inside right here and give this a ride. I mean, you can see right here, this massive statue in the background is already looking super cool. And I mean, you cannot sit there and say this does not look absolutely insane. But hey, I reckon we just get straight into queue right here, you know, no dawdling around. Let's get in this right here. Before we do, look at this right here. We've got a bunch of personalized bricks. I'm pretty sure, yeah, I'm right here. And then we've also got a bunch of safety information right here, which is a really nice detail. I mean, this just looks really cool. It's even got a wait time. He's got all these signs around the no smoking signs. Really nice. And if you don't already know, guys, there's a ride in real life at Alton Towers where the Smiler roller coaster is, which is this exact ride in real life. This is actually a recreation of that ride, and it is super realistic, especially if you've seen it in real life, you'll know. He's even got this little shop right here halfway through where he's got like a little coffee machine and some like stuff in the fridge and stuff. This is a really cool detail. And of course, these massive signs right here with like the tribal font sort of thing. The actual story of this ride will be explained very, very soon because this has a fully working pre-show. Yeah, that's right. It has a fully working pre-show and it's really, really good. We'll have a look at that just in a second. But oh my god, this looks just absolutely incredible. I cannot wait to ride this. This is where the actual trains come out. As you can see, the trains are just coming out right here. They go underneath and then they come out right here. We'll be on that in just a second. But first of all, we've actually got a full pre-show right here. We drop off our bags right here, which you can see we can pick up over there, just like in the real thing. And then we just need to wait here for the pre-show. Okay, I'm super excited. So I reckon we just get straight into it right here.
Welcome, chosen few. We have beyond. For hundreds of years, our family has lived in these woods, led by the spirit of the Wickerman. The elders told us of a day when he would rise to give us freedom and eternal well-being. But to start that ritual, we must present him with a gift. And that gift is you. You and the flames. It is time. He is here. What an honor to see yourself bound in wicker, encased in his soul. Can you see yourself in him? The time has come for the Wickerman to rise. Together, we shall feed the flame. Let the ceremony commence.
Okay, dude, that was pretty cool right there. Not too realistic to the real one, I guess, in a way, because in the real one, the actual cloth kind of, it goes around a shape, so it makes the shape of the Wickerman, whereas here he's actually just done it physically like this, but it's still really, really cool. A really nice pre-show right there. Very, very realistic. Anyway, let's actually go right here through into the station, and damn, look at this station. He's even got full-on working air gates right here, as you may have just seen right there, where these gates actually close and open right here. Of course, he's got all the fire behind all the wooden stuff and all the signs going all the way around. Anyway, I think without further ado, we actually get on this ride right here because I'm super excited to actually give this a ride. Okay, damn, that was a really good ride right there. I know he's done a bit of retracking since it was updating and stuff like that, and honestly, it looks really good right here. I really, really like that. What's absolutely crazy to think as well is that this was actually, you know, the best Wickerman all the way back in February. It is still the best Wickerman. Like, this has been here for over a year, and you honestly could not tell that this has been here that long, which, you know, is very much a testament to how good this ride was originally made. I mean, you know, but we can go over this little bridge right here. And of course, we have our baggage reclaim again right here, where we can actually pick up our bags. On the other side there, you can see is the pre-show. And then if we walk down here, you can see we've actually got a bit of a gift shop. And what's really cool right here is I think I'm on one of these right here. See if you can spot it. You know, comment down below if you can spot me on one of these photos right here. But yeah, it's actually really cool that I'm on here and that he made these by having people sit in the actual coaster and stuff like that. It's just really, really cool details right here, you know. And then obviously we've got our station right here with big man Bob just chilling out right here, you know, as he does. A bit of merchandise around here, you know, very realistic, especially the Wickerman Monopoly. We love that, we do. But yeah, honestly, that is just super impressive. I absolutely love every single bit of this ride. It is so good. And finally, the most famous coaster at Alton Towers. Let's check out an insane Smiler recreation. Hello you, it's Josh here and welcome to a very special showcase. Today we're going to be riding this insanely realistic Smiley recreation by Harry Tidswell. This thing is so incredible, I knew I had to showcase it. As well as the ride, there is an extremely detailed X sector surrounding it, as well as the starts of an Oblivion recreation. But before we do get into it, if you do enjoy this video, I would really appreciate a like, as this took a long time to edit and record. But without further ado, are you ready to be corrected? And here we are in X Sector, where the Smiler is in real life. And you can just see the Smiler slightly poking through behind the fence in the background with some of the trains going round. And I mean, if this is not getting you guys excited, I don't know what will, because this looks really, really cool. And I mean, just look at this ride right here. This just looks absolutely insane, doesn't it? I really cannot wait to ride this. Look at how cool this looks. He is actually also recreating Oblivion right here because he's doing the entire of X Sector, but that isn't quite finished, so we're not going to be looking at that today. But without further ado, let's actually get into the queue right here. Now, I'm not going to walk all the way through here because, as you can see, it's just some boring cattle pen. Although, to be honest, most of the Smiler queue is just a boring cattle pen. And I can say from experience that this queue is not a fun queue to queue in, because you just constantly hear the roaring of the coaster going above you. You have the irritating soundtrack, which is just the ha ha ha, just going over and over and over. But yeah, I recently went on this ride for the first time about half a year ago or something like that, and oh my god, is this ride incredible in real life. But anyway, there's most of the queue right here. I'd just like to point out before we go in, he's got all of these screens which actually move right here and stuff like that, where they've actually been sequenced and stuff. I mean, look at how cool these is. And there's just one over here as well, which I did pass by, which is a similar sort of thing right here. I mean, it's just such a cool detail, and I'm sure this took a lot of time to actually sequence right here, so that he's got all the things working. So yeah, I absolutely love that detail right there with the screens. And then of course we come in here and we've got all of the shapes and stuff. But anyway, let's just walk through here. We have our bag drop right here, but what we want to do is just walk up here and go up these stairs, and here we are. Look at this station right here. I mean, I love how he's got these turnstiles right here. It's all just really, really detailed. I also love how he's got like the members of staff just walking around right here with like the harnesses on and like the clothes and stuff. But here are all the trains, as you can see, ready for us to get on. So, you know, without further ado, let's get on.
Join us.
God damn, that has to be one of the best recreations I think I've ever seen built in the game. That was just absolutely incredible. I mean, you know, for such a complex coaster like the Smiley, he's done such a great job with the coaster. And this big metal cage structure in the middle and stuff like that, it's just all really, really well done. So honestly, you know, really cool. It has to be one of the best recreations I think I've ever seen in the game. Yeah, just honestly, wow, the details are absolutely incredible. But we're not finished yet, because if we just come back into the station, we can actually go through right here, up these stairs, and we can actually go back into the gift shop. And in the actual gift shop right here, sadly, we don't have many gifts to actually, you know, shop with. But we do have these right here, which are actually animated. I think he said these are sequence. Yes, as you can see right here, these are actually sequence, which is really cool. And you can actually see through down into here where the actual ride goes past. As you can see right there, that was perfect timing, weren't it? But yeah, just wow, honestly. Wow, wow, wow. That was absolutely incredible. I mean, you know, really, really well done. So the question is, though, is where does this go on the park leaderboard? And well, this one was a really difficult one because it is only one ride right here, but it is a really good recreation. I mean, the roller coaster isn't quite as smooth as it could be, but it's still pretty good. So I wasn't sure if I should put it in 4th or 5th place, so basically in front of Rowdy's Park that we checked out last week or behind it. But I think that I'm actually going to put this in 5th place right here, and that's solely just because it's one ride right here and the roller coaster isn't as smooth as it could possibly be. The recreation is absolutely incredible and it's so realistic to the actual thing. It is unbelievable. And there's so many beautiful, beautiful details right here that just looks so good on this roller coaster, but I think I am gonna have to put it in 5th place. Tell me what you think down below and where you would have put it though. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video. Make sure to go check him out down below. His link will just be down there. But except from that, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Here's all my lovely channel members and Discord server boosters on the screen. Thank you all so much for supporting me. I really, really appreciate it. You become a channel member yourself by clicking that little join button down below. It's only 99p or $1.30 a month, and you get early access to videos, shout outs, sneak peeks, early access to showcase your park streams, and so much more. So if you'd like to support me and get some really cool perks, make sure to go check that out down below. But except from that, guys, from me and the Smiler, I hope you all have an absolutely lovely, lovely day. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in another one. Goodbye!